In the first part of the tutorial, we select the expert file from the navigator section and run the expert by dragging the file onto the chart. We go to the Common tab, and in this tab, we enable the options Allow DLL imports, Allow imports of external experts, and finally Allow live trading. Next, we go to the Inputs tab, and in this tab, you need to enter your personal license. To obtain your personal license, you can visit the website and get your dedicated license for the expert from the support section, then enter it here. Just make sure to note that the license you receive is only valid for that specific device and will not work on other devices. When you run the expert on the chart, a trade management and capital management panel will appear on the chart. Forex traders and prop traders can easily execute and manage trades using the Trade Assist Profit Plus TF Expert Advisor. This expert advisor allows prop traders to adhere to their trading plan and strategic system with discipline, enabling them to tackle prop challenges in a specialized and professional manner. At the top section of the panel, there are two options. By clicking on the first option, a warning message is displayed. If you select yes, the expert advisor will close and be removed from the chart. If you select no, the expert advisor will remain on the chart. By selecting the second option, the expert advisor panel is minimized and shrinks to its smallest size, displaying only the remaining time until the current candle closes. By clicking on the minimize option again, the expert advisor panel returns to its default state. Also, by clicking on the panel, you can easily move it around the chart and place it wherever you want. At the bottom of the panel, there are three tabs. The first tab is for trading, the second is for visual settings, and the third is for money management. In the main panel, under the first tab, there are options to execute buy and sell trades. By selecting the buy option, a buy trade is executed, and by selecting the sell option, a sell trade is placed on the chart. When we execute a trade on the chart, three levels are displayed for us. A gray level represents the entry point of the trade, where on the left side you can see the entry price, and on the right side you can view the profit or loss amount for the trade at this level. The next level is the stop loss level, which is marked in red. On the left side, the stop loss price is shown, and on the right side, the potential loss amount if the price reaches this level is indicated. The green level represents the take profit level, where on the left side you can see the take profit price, and on the right side you can view the profit amount you would gain from the trade if the price reaches this level. On the right side of each level there is a CL or close option, which when selected deactivates the levels for us. At the entry point level, there are four options available. The first is break even, the second is partial close, the third is trailing stop, and finally, there is the option to close the trade in this section. When you execute a trade and select the break-even option, if your trade is in the profit zone, the expert advisor will automatically move your stop-loss level to the entry point, making your trade break even to protect the profit you've gained from the trade. The next option is partial close, which once selected closes 50% of the trade volume. Here, we executed a 0.05 lot trade, and by selecting this option, 50% of the trade volume is closed, leaving us with 0.02 lots. By clicking again, the next 50% is closed, leaving 0.01 lots of the trade, and finally, if it can't close any more volume, another click will close the trade for us. The next option is called the trailing stop. If our trade is in the profit zone, by selecting this section, it applies the settings we've set and moves the stop loss level into the take profit area, shifting the stop either upward or downward within the profit range. The last option is the close option, which, when selected, closes our trade. The next two options are buy pending and sell pending. By selecting these, a level is displayed for us that we can easily move on the chart to set the pending entry point at that position. On the right side, we can see two options, N and Y, which stand for no and yes. By selecting the N option, the pending order is cancelled, and by selecting the yes option, the pending order is placed. The levels of the pending orders are determined and set based on the settings we specified below for stop loss and take profit. Also, by selecting the sell pending option, we can set a sell pending order where we can specify our entry point for the pending order in this section, and by choosing yes, the sell pending order will be placed for us. The expert advisor automatically determines the type of pending order, whether it's sell limit, sell stop, buy limit, or buy stop. If our entry point is above the current price level and we set a pending sell order, the expert advisor will automatically recognize it as a sell limit. If our entry point is below the current price level and we set a pending sell order, the expert advisor will recognize as a sell stop. The same applies to buy pending orders. If our entry point is above the current price level and we set a pending order, the expert advisor will automatically recognize it as a buy stop and place it for us. And if our entry point is below the current price, it will recognize it as a pending buy limit and place it on the chart for us. In the lower section, we can set the trade entry volume, which can be adjusted by clicking on this section. On the right side, there are two options, and on the left side, there are also two options. On the right side, by selecting the first option, the trade volume increases by 0.01 each time. And on the left side, by clicking on the first option, the trade volume decreases by 0.01 each time. On the right side, by selecting the second option, the trade volume increases by 0.1 each time. And on the left side, by selecting the second option, the trade volume decreases by 0.1 each time. In the last section of this tab, we can also enable or disable the stop loss and take profit levels. Each level can be set here based on three modes: point value, balance percentage, or dollar amount. And similarly, for the take profit level, we can set the point value, balance percentage, or dollar amount. Also, in the take profit section, there is an option to set it based on R to R, meaning risk to reward. Here, I will execute a trade. I set the stop loss level based on 2,000 points. And I set its mode 2 points as well. I also set the take profit level based on 2,000 points. By executing the trade, the levels are set for me, and the distance from take profit to the entry point is 2,000 points, and the distance from stop loss to the entry point is also set to 2,000 points. And based on the trade entry volume, the amount of risk and the amount of reward are also determined here. If I select a percentage of my balance, for example, here I choose 1% of my balance to be set as my stop loss, then whenever I enter a trade, my stop loss level is determined and set based on 1% of my balance. Similarly, the take profit level is also set here based on 2,000 points. In the third mode for stop loss, I can specify a dollar amount. Here, I set the amount to $1,000, and the take profit is also set based on points, specifically 2,000 points. When a trade is executed, the stop loss level is determined based on $1,000, and the take profit level is set based on 2,000 points. which in this case amounts to $2,000. I select the stop loss level based on 2,000 points, and in the take profit section, I set the distance from the entry point to the take profit level to 4,000 points. When the trade is executed, the 4,000 point level becomes my take profit, and the 2,000 point level becomes my stop loss. And if I want the take profit level to be based on my balance, here I select a percentage of my balance. In this section, I consider 1% of my balance and enter a buy trade, where the stop loss level is set at 2,000 points and the take profit level is set at 1% of my balance. In the third mode for take profit, I can set a dollar amount. For example, here I select $3,500. And then I enter a buy trade where the stop loss level is set at 2,000 points and the take profit level is set at $3,500. In the last mode, I can also specify the risk to reward ratio for the take profit. Here, I set the risk to reward ratio to 2. This means my stop loss is 1 and my reward is 2, and my trade is executed so that my stop loss is $2,000 and my take profit is set at twice the stop loss, which in this case is $4,000 or 4,000 points. Well, friends, we've reached the end of the first part of the tutorial. I'd be happy if you shared your comments and suggestions with us in the comment section.